Hi everyone, hopefully you're all still doing well, hopefully you're still staying active and still doing lots of educational stuff at home that we're giving to you on via the school website. Again, we've got a few more exciting things coming up in the next few weeks. The Read It Again books, Miss Sanchez, Miss Stillnot and I recorded some videos of us and some of the other teachers, including Miss Dalton as well, reading some of the 6 Read It Again books. And they will be up on the school website next week for everyone to read. So, and then you're going to vote for your best. So we're going to see which one the most popular book is. Obviously, give them all a listen, see what you think. They should be coming out on Monday. Monday, so let me look at the calendar, 27th of April. And you'll have about 2 weeks to read them all, or to listen to the audiobook, should I say, and to vote for your favourite. Okay, so yesterday we learned all about times tables. We know that times tables can be tricky for some children. Okay, but knowing that there aren't 144 different times tables to learn, there's only 66. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully you can find a way of finding the ones which you need to learn and just practice those. As I said in the video yesterday, 6s, 7s and 8s are probably the most difficult. 6s and 8s you can learn by doubling your 3s and 4s. And it's a nice easy way of trying to get to learn them as well. 7s can just be a little bit more difficult as well. Okay. Today, I was going to teach you, I know in the video yesterday, I said I was going to do some long and short multiplication with you, but instead what I'm going to do is prime numbers. Okay. Then tomorrow we'll do some either long or short multiplication, and then we'll finish it off with squared and prime numbers to finish this week. Okay. So prime numbers. Hopefully you can all remember what they are. We only covered it a couple of times, but we used it for lots of starters in our lessons anyway. So what I'd like you to do now is to pause the video and talk to the people around you. It could be brothers, sisters, parents, guardians, carers, whoever you're with, and ask them explain to them what you know about prime numbers already. So how do you know if a number is a prime number, or how do you know if it's not a prime number? Okay, so that's your first activity now. Go. Okay, so hopefully by now you've had a good chat about prime numbers and had a little bit of discussion about how you know what a prime number is and how you know if it's not a prime number. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 5 numbers on the board. Some of them might be prime, some of them might not be. And I'd like you to use your reasoning skills to explain whether it's prime or whether it's not, and how you know. Okay, because there are obviously ways of finding out if a number is prime or if it's not. Okay, so the first number I'm going to put up is number 18. Second number, 27. Third number, 85. And last, 19 and 2. So what I'd like you to do is talk to the people around you again, or have the conversation out loud. Have a think. Which ones of these are prime or not prime? You've got number 18, 27, 85. Pretty lovely. 19 and 2. So pause the video now, give yourself a couple of minutes. Again, really important to be pushing the reasoning as to how you know. Off you go. Okay, so I'm just going to go through a few of these numbers now, and then I'm going to set you off onto your task. Should be a nice short video today. Okay, the first number, 18. Okay, hopefully a lot of you would have said it's not prime, and it should be a quite simple explanation as to why. Okay. Number ends in an 8. If a number ends in an even number, then it has to be divisible by 2, which means that it cannot be a prime number. A prime number is something that it can only be divided by 1 and itself. Or the only times tables it's going to be in, if you were to count in a certain number, it's only going to be in the 1, so ones, or whatever number it is. Okay. 18, I know it ends in an 8, I know it's going to be in a 2 times table. So I know that 18 is the same as 2 multiplied by 9. Therefore, it cannot possibly be a prime number. Okay? 27. So now, a lot of people now will be going, oh, I think it's a prime number because it ends in a 7. Okay? However, this is where we need to be careful. We know that even numbers are not going to be prime. However, odd numbers can. It doesn't mean not every single odd number is a prime number. Okay? If I was counting times tables, I would look at the 3 times tables and I recognise this straight away as 9 times 3. So my factors of 27 are 9 times 3. Okay, so therefore it cannot possibly be prime. Okay, so one there, I'll throw it in there to try and confuse a few of you, because especially if you don't know your 3 times tables, you might have guessed and said you think that's prime. Next one, 85. Again, hopefully should be quite simple, because we know that any number that ends in a 5 or a 0 is in the 5 times table. Okay, so 85, even though it's above 50, it's still going to be in the 5 times tables. So we know that's not going to be, so it's going to be 5 times 10 would be 50, so 17, I believe, would be 85. Okay, so 19. Hopefully you've realised that 19 actually isn't in any times table. Okay, it's in the 1s, it's not in the 2s, it's not in the 3s, it's not in the 5s, not in the 7s, not in the 9s, not in the 11s, not in the 13s, not in the 17s. So it's going to be a prime number. Which brings us on to our last number, which is number 2. Okay, number 2 is an even number, so therefore you would think it would not be prime. But if we look at our rules for prime, it can only be divided by itself and by 1. The only factors of 2 are 2 and 1, which makes 2 quite a special number, because 2 is actually the very first prime number, even though, and it's also the only even number that is a prime number. Okay, a lot of people would say that 1 is also a prime number, but if we look at the rule, it needs to be divisible by 1 and itself. 1 is itself, so therefore it doesn't fit this rule. It is not a prime number. Okay, so our first prime number is the number 2. Okay, so now this is going to be your task. I want you to try to find all of the prime numbers up to the number 100. Okay, if you want to write them down, send a picture. If you send it into school office, they can email it to me. I think it's office@truefed.sch.uk. So email. So again, write them all down, email them to me. Can you get every single prime number up to 100? 2 is your very first one. How many can you find? Okay, that is all for today.